What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2000 movie The Emperor's New Groove. So I've decided to move Disney Night to Wednesdays instead of Sunday, that way I can kind of have like a day between each of the big nights and stuff instead of having Disney Night and Marvel Monday right back to back and everything. So I thought I'd go ahead and review The Emperor's New Groove because it was the next Disney movie. So this movie follows Kuzco, who is a self-centered emperor who summons Pacha from a village and to tell him that his home will be destroyed to make room for Kuzco's new summer home. Kuzco's advisor, Yzma, tries to poison Kuzco and accidentally turns him into a llama, and he ends up in Pacha's village, and Pacha offers to help Kuzco if he doesn't destroy his house, and so they form an unlikely partnership. And along the way they actually become friends and everything. I've always really enjoyed The Emperor's New Groove. I think this is a really, really good movie. The voice cast in here are just absolutely great. In here you got David Spade as Kuzco, John Goodman as Pacha, Eartha Kitt as Yzma, and Patrick Warburton as Kronk, and they're all just absolutely amazing in their roles. They all do a really great job bringing their characters to life and everything, and each character has standout moments and everything, and it's just a perfect casted group of characters and everything, and they're all just really lovable characters. Even the villains, Yzma and Kronk, are lovable because you can understand Yzma's motivations for wanting to get revenge on Emperor Kuzco and stuff, and everything. Although I think her methods were a little out of line, but it is understandable because of how cocky and stuff he is. And Kuzco is one of my favorite characters that Disney has had as one of their main characters in their movies, just because of his character arc. He goes from being this stuck-up little brat to actually learning to care about others, and he has a big transformation throughout the movie and everything, and I absolutely love Kuzco, and he's just absolutely funny and lovable. And David Spade is one of my favorite actors, so him and John Goodman both are, so I really love their dynamic in this movie. But I also love Yzma and Kronk's dynamic too. They were just really, all four of the voice actors were just so perfect in this movie, and the animation is absolutely gorgeous. It's I wouldn't say it's like the best animation ever, but it looks really good, and I personally think it looks better than Hercules and some other Disney movies, and everything. I personally feel it's a much better movie than Hercules and a lot of Disney movies too, but the animation is great and everything, and the story is just really well done. And this movie had a big troubled production. It was originally supposed to be called Kingdom of the Sun, and they did a lot of changes to it throughout the production, recasted some of the characters and everything. I think Owen Wilson was originally supposed to be the voice of Pacha instead of John Goodman, and it went through a lot of development problems, and I'm really amazed at how good this movie turned out. Like, this movie's been around for 23 years and I still love it just as much now as I did when I saw it for the first time as an 8-year-old. It just holds up really, really well and everything, and the songs in here are really good too. You don't have a lot of songs. There's the opening musical number when we're introduced to Kuzco, and then the end credit song, My Funny Friend and Me, and I think both of them are pretty good songs, although I think the opening number is better than the end credit song. And there's tons of hilarious moments in this movie. This is probably hands down Disney's funniest movie, and I'd even go as far to say that this might be the second funniest animated movie of all time after Shrek. It's just absolutely hilarious. There's tons of funny moments and all kinds of little adult jokes and innuendos in there too and everything. I don't know how they got away with it and got the G rating, but they did. Like there's a part where Kronk is sleeping, and Yzma sleeping in a big tent, Kronk sleeping in a little tent, and the joke is that the middle tent is right over his groin area, so it's like he's pitching a tent. And every time I watch that scene, I just crack up and everything. As a kid, I didn't really think anything of it. I didn't get the joke, but as an adult, I was like, I see what you did there, and that was pretty funny. But there was a lot of other really good moments, and it has all kinds of different types of comedy too. There's slapstick, there's meta humor, there's all kinds of funny stuff in this movie, and David Spade really brings the comedy, but so does Patrick Warburton. He's just absolutely hilarious as Kronk, and but yeah, I absolutely love this movie. It's been one of my favorites ever since I was a kid. I don't really have anything negative to say about it. There's not really anything about it that I don't like. And the pacing is perfectly paced. It's only an hour and 18 minutes. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It gets to the point quickly and everything. It's a pretty fun movie without feeling rushed or anything like that either. It doesn't feel like it's rushed, but it's pretty good. So, all in all, I really enjoy The Emperor's New Groove. I think it's a really fun movie. It's not one of my most favorite Disney movies. I don't know if I'd say it's in my top 10 or not, but it's probably at least somewhere pretty high on that ranking, because I do love this movie quite a bit and everything. It's pretty fun and everything. It's definitely worth checking out. It's one of the ones that didn't do real good when it first came out, but it gained a big cult following. Every kid I knew in school loved Emperor's New Groove once it hit video and everything. A lot of people didn't talk about it when it was in theaters, but once it hit video, everybody was talking about it, and it gained a cult following like overnight. Just right after the movie first came out on video, I think it gained its cult following, and it still has one to this day. I've been in Emperor's New Groove groups, and I've seen the sequel in the TV show, and I might review Kronk's New Groove. I don't know if I'll ever review the show, because I don't know if I'll ever watch the show again. To be honest with you, I just don't know. But I might review the sequel. It's not one of my favorite Disney movies, so I don't know when I'll get around to it. It's not near as good as this one, but I'll talk about Kronk's New Groove at some point, and everything. I just don't know when yet. But yeah, this movie was a lot of fun, and I really love it. So I'd give The Emperor's New Groove an A+. It's a really enjoyable movie, and it's a lot of fun. The nostalgia and stuff kicks in every time I watch it, but nostalgia aside, I just feel like this is a legit good story and good movie. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of The Emperor's New Groove, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.